Am I waiting for this mountain to be removed? Or did God put these mountains in my life in order for me to climb? All right. So today is November 7th. It has officially been 2 years since my mother has passed away. And my world is very much still upside down. And that is a very tragic but beautiful thing. I look at grief as two-sided. There's the pain and the frustration of dealing with the loss. But at the same time, that same pain can catapult you from A to Z if you allow it. And I was at work last week, anticipating this day as it approached, going over random memories with my mom. And one memory came to me. I was about 9 years old. We were still living off of Skillman and Ardelia, and I was outside playing. One of the kids from the neighborhood who I didn't know approached and asked if he could play with my basketball. And I was just like, sure, and we were outside for a little bit. Time went by, and then I was ready to go back home. And so as I asked for my ball back, the kid said no. And think of the classic bullying scene where the bully has the ball in the air and then he has your hand on your forehead. It was one of those. And at that time, I didn't know anything about fighting or anything. So I did what I knew to do. And I went in the house and I got my mom. She stops what she's doing. She gets up and she's following me outside. And as I go down the stairs, I look back to notice that she stopped in the doorway. She looked at me, she looked at the kid, and she pointed and she said, "Go get your ball back." And for a brief moment, I froze. There was anxiety, there was fear. I didn't know what his reaction was going to be, but I knew that my mom was watching me, and I walked up and I just took my ball out of his hands and I went back in the house. And immediately as I had that thought, I thought of God. How many times have I asked God to step in front of me, to handle a situation for me, when it's God who's standing in the doorway saying that I've given you your instructions. I'm going to sit here and watch, but you have to do it. And of course, if you're watching this, it's all situational. You have to use discernment to decide if you are actually, in fact, waiting on God or if God is waiting on you. But that's something to think about. I heard an analogy a few weeks ago that said, picture yourself in the ocean and you're struggling to swim and you're crying for help. And someone comes along and they throw you a life vest, except for the life vest lands about maybe 10 feet from where you are. And instead of doing your part, which is swimming towards the life vest, you fold your arms and you drown because you're upset that they didn't throw it directly at you. And you have to be a participant in your own survival. You have to be a participant in the things that God is trying to do in your life. God cannot bless the steps that you aren't taking. And in the last lecture that my mother gave me before she passed away, she said, God has it all for you. He has everything laid out, but he's waiting on you. And I've been reflecting on that lately to say that what is God requiring of me in this moment right now? Am I waiting for this mountain to be removed, or did God put these mountains in my life in order for me to climb? Hey guys, Jimmy here. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you or brought you value, please give it a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Your support means the world, and it helps the channel grow. You can also connect with me on my other social media accounts. Just check the links in the description. If you have any questions, suggestions, or just want to reach out, feel free to email me at jimmylouishill@gmail.com. Keep pushing forward, stay inspired, and I'll see you on the next one.